Arise, almighty dragon! I wish for apes to be good again! What is up, guys? It is Russ here, PokeRuss here, and we are back for another Deck Tech Tuesday, the first Deck Tech Tuesday of... where'd it go? Set 5. First Deck Tech Tuesday, or Deck Tech of Set 5. We're rocking out with Shenron leader, and we're bringing back some old school gorillas. The reason you don't have a tail is because you're a buffoon, not an ape. Okay, but what are we doing with this? We're bringing some spiciness back to apes. So apes was good for a good bit, and then it just, like, because of their predictability and they took more than one turn to set up their big, like, combo setup kind of thing. It just became like it was really hard to keep, like, King Vegeta on the field for the turn, or untap all your mana and do all that kind of stuff, to try to just get everything to go off the way it should when you needed it to. So, that's why we bring Shenron into the mix. So, if you guys haven't played with this new leader, it's from the starter deck, probably one of the best, probably the best starter deck leader since Super Strike, not Silver Strike, Untap Coup leader. So, this side searches out 2 Dragon Balls per turn from your deck or your life. Add them to your hand when you have 7 Dragon Balls. You can choose one desire from your drop area. Hand and flip this card over. You evolve into Shenron. You wish into Shenron. So permanent, this leader can't attack. Cool. Then activate main. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Either draw one card, choose one desire from your hand with an energy cost less to or equal than your current energy, and activate its activate main skill. Or remove 7 Dragon Balls from your drop area from the game. If you do, choose one battle card and it gains plus 10,000 power and triple attack for the duration of the turn. Then flip this card over at the end of turn. So this is a super powerful leader. You're gonna see it in a lot of deck profiles. Probably, like, I'm not saying it's to the point where we were with 1, because it's just been out like a week. 2, like, it has a lot of versatility, but it's also not the same kind of weird menace that, not menace, because I don't think it was menace, but that's not important. I don't think it's as bad or as prevalent as Super Saiyan 3, but it is a really good leader. It's probably definitely the best leader currently in our pool of cards, not gonna lie. So, how do we use this to bring apes back? So, obviously, we're rocking the 7 Mystic Dragon Balls. I do have a hollow one, but I didn't want to sleeve it up for this episode. I know somebody watching was like, hey, I don't see a hollow one there. But, because I just opened my box tomorrow, thought I didn't pull a hollow Dragon Ball in, not spoiling anything. But, if you want to see what I pulled in my box, I did post half of it yesterday, half of it tomorrow. So check that out. Link will be in the description as always. Or at the end of the video, as always. We have 7 Dragon Balls, and then we have 3 more Dragon Balls. We have these guys. So these guys are basically Dragon Balls. So obviously they don't count towards Dragon Balls, and they don't do anything that Dragon Balls do other than basically being a 0-cost, like, draw. So Dragon Balls, if you don't know what they do, you can include up to 7 of them in your deck, and if your leader card is Shenron, draw 1 card. So 0 cost, draw 1. So right here, you start off beforehand, before, like, obviously you take 8 cards out. 8 cards out. You start with 0 of these in hand, but you start off with your opening hand of 6. So your 50 card deck is now -8, so 42 minus 6. That takes you down to 38, and then 7 Dragon Balls. You have 31 cards in deck once you ram through these. Okay, to make it more consistent, we're running 3 of these. And not only this, it doesn't tell you you have to untap a yellow energy, so you could, if you did throw a blue in here, which I was trying to squeeze blue in here, but I actually couldn't. In this variant, I still want to try to squeeze blue in, but we're going to have to make some changes to the core of the deck, but it's okay. So, you have 3 more, you're down to 29 cards. Yes, Mill's going to eat your face hole, but I think, not going to lie, I think Mill might have a tough, like, it's going to be a very interesting challenge, because Mill actually has a lot of problems with double breakers, and just with the amount of double breakers you have with apes, you might actually, obviously you're probably just going to pitch these and not use them, in that circumstance, but yeah. Okay, so we start off also with the standard 2 Dragon Radars. I think this is pretty standard. You're going to see a lot of the 2 of in a lot of decks, so I don't think more than that's very important, but you can either choose one of the effects. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose 2 Dragon Balls or 2 Desires, and add them to your hand to shuffle your deck. Then choose up to 2 Dragon Ball or choose up to 2 Dragon Balls or Desires from your drop area and add them to hand. So this can either speed up acceleration for getting Dragon Balls, which you don't usually suggest, but you can because it could be necessary. Or you pick up your Desires or Dragon Balls from your discard pile to get more draw. So now that the standards are out of the way, the absolutely no-brainers. Oh, and your super combos. I guess those are no-brainers too. You're running the standard Sparkling for black, which is beautiful Trunks. I need a holo of this so bad. This is one of 2 holo Trunkses I don't actually own. But let's start off with the apes. So we're running 3 copies of Bardock. The standard Bardock turn 1 play. You know, we've talked about this card for probably close to 3 months now, 3-4 months. I don't know. It's been out that long. It's close to. These sets have just been releasing so frequently. I don't even know how long this card's been out. So. And then we're playing 4 Goten to go with it. Standard Stormish setup, where turn 1 you go into this, go into that, get pluses. So your deck thing even harder. And that's why we're playing a lot of 2-ups, 3-ups in this deck, and even a 1-up. Because you're just thinning your deck and just ramming through your cards so freaking fast. And it just gets you to your necessary pieces to get the apes off and do what apes do. We're playing 3 copies of Bardock, Iron Will, Double Strike Blocker. At the end, during your turn, at the end of the battle in which you comboed with this card, choose up to one of your Bardocks and evolve into this card. Pretty standard. So if you don't have the Goten to go into and you do have this Bardock, you can go right into a big giant ape right out of the gate. For turn 4, 2000, pretty crazy. We're running 3 Planet Vegeta because Planet Vegeta just says, at the end of your turn, switch all Great Apes to active mode, so you can be as aggressive as you want with your Great Apes, and then a switch. Also, you get to add 1 save, so it makes, again, more consistency. We might even cut this down to 2. It's just that untap is really kind of spicy in case something bad happens. Then we're running the main combo of the deck. So the main combo of the deck is you're ramming through between your Dragon Balls, your personal ambitions, you grabbing from your life with Bardock and Goten, leading up till turn 2, and comboing out there, and maybe even Dragon Radar if you need to, and then like Planet Vegeta searches out certain parts of this thing. You have like you're again like very, very consistent. We're running 4 copies of Lord of the Great Apes, King Vegeta. So the goal is to try to awaken with this guy on 3rd turn. That's your goal. You're trying to just ram through, get all those Dragon Balls in discard pile as quickly as possible, and also combo this to the discard pile. So turn 3, you flip you pull back. You're probably gonna pull back one of these because you probably used it to dig even deeper. So there's your free card that you played with, or you might have discarded it off of like if they played a 1-star ball or something like that. But yeah. So you get this in the discard pile, and you free play a Child's Wish with your 1 desire, your 1 free desire. So you play a Child's Wish, play this. When you play this card, choose the 1 Great Ape with energy cost of 5 or less, and then add to hand, so you automatically add Absolute Defense Great Ape King Vegeta, and then since you paid it for free, you brought that out for free, you can just straight evolve it right then. You have a 2500 double strike barrier. Boom, right there. Your opponent can't touch this. And what the best part is also, like, one of the weaknesses of apes, kinda, is Kami. Kami can't touch this. It's turn 5. So you could, if you needed to, if you overextended and got 4 apes onto the board, you wouldn't be boned the next turn if they Kami'd and blew up most of your apes. They could blow up most of your apes, they wouldn't blow up your King Vegetas. Which says, hey, now you can just reborn, like, either, if you put a, I thought about putting 1 copy of World Peace in here, or you could just run, or you just play your March of Apes and just get your apes up for free or back out for free, and hey, they have barrier again. So it's just absolutely insane. This guy, once it hits the field, unless they have like a Jiren or a that red Majin Vegeta, this guy's pretty darn safe, especially when you got Planet Vegeta protected. So absolutely crazy. You get this out, turn 3 again. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I wouldn't, like, once you play this deck, you'll realize that you get this pretty darn fast. I'm not saying it's perfect, you are going to have flaws, but you can also drop it 4th turn. It's not the worst thing in the world. You're running 3 copies of Grade 8 Prince Vegeta. So you play between this and your Bardox. Your Bardox, if you don't combo with your Bardox to get them out. These are your targets for your 2 copies of March of the Apes. We have 2 copies of March of the Apes right here. This just says, obviously, choose 2 of your Great Apes with energy cost of 4 or less, play them, then draw 2 cards. Boom, boom, whatever. And when Great Ape Prince Vegeta plays, when you play this card or combo with it, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose 1 ape added to your hand. If you do so, then place 1 card from your hand into the drop area at the top of your deck. And it has critical. Absolutely insane. So once you start building up your blockers, your double breakers, stuff like that, because Bardock has double break, and so does the king that can't be touched. The king of beauty. Absolute defense Vegeta. Once you feel safe and once you've made them tap out, because again, you're getting these big fat double breakers out super quickly, attacking with them, and then your opponent's having to waste combo power to try to stop them and do all that kind of stuff. Then you just kinda use Shenron's effect on one of these guys, probably this guy, and just make him 3500 triple strike. Triple strike, double break with barrier. Absolutely insane. You're running 1 battering laser just in case. It comes in handy, obviously, but with the consistency of the deck and it's not always necessary. We're only popping 1. You could up it. There's just tight numbers in here, so I like. There's a couple of numbers I can always play around with. The deck's just been out about a week, so I haven't got all the testing in the world done with it. But we're running 1 battering laser at the moment, 2 Nimbus just to protect yourself, because obviously Rush is a thing. I mean, you do have Bardock and stuff do have combo Bardock and all that kind of stuff, but Nimbus is just absolutely beautiful. And then we're running 3 copies of Unbreaking Super Saiyan Goku, because 1, it's combo coup. It's basically, you're saying now you have 7 super combos because King Vegeta makes him free. Pretty freaking dope. Pretty freaking dope. So you have 7 super combos. You have 10 Dragon Balls, basically. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. That's pretty much the deck. I don't know what else to say about the deck. The deck's super solid. In testing, it's actually worked out really well, and I'm enjoying it. Give it a chance, see if there's anything that you change out about. Leave it in the comment section down below if there's anything else you change about it. Obviously, there's a blue engine you could probably fit into this deck. I'm not exactly sure 100% where, but you could add some sensu beans and kind of play around with that idea. Make it more of a, if they tap out on like turn 3, see if you can get like that KO kind of thing. But I think that's a possibility if you had a blue engine. But you might end up taking out like more focusing on King Vegeta and taking out like the March of the Apes and the like later set of the game, and kind of more just tunnel visioning towards that. Maybe 3rd turn you can kind of get that KO. But that is the deck. If you guys like this kind of content, make sure to hit that like button down below. Like I said, there's a second half of the box opening tomorrow on the channel. The first half was yesterday. We also opened last week. We opened up a box of new Lost Thunder Pokemon sets. So if you like any TCG stuff, we have that Pokemon TCG, Dragon Ball TCG, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links are all on the channel. So if you like anything TCG like that, this channel is yours. This is not only my channel, this is your channel. But if you want to submit decks to Deck Tech Tuesday, you can also do that either in the comment section down below. We have a Discord that's growing. It's in the description box down below, or you can send it to the email at PokeRussSubs. It's also in the description box down below, PokeRussSubs@gmail.com. I take any submissions for any of the series I do submissions with. Send it over there, and maybe you'll see your deck profile on one of these deck techs. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day, guys. Time to go. Bye, guys.